Hi, it's Rob here, GMSN. Just doing a quick little video of how to trim the pure noise. So, there's the pure noise there. And we've got, when it focuses, we've got blue, white, pink and brown, which are the kind of the different colours. Obviously, this is just a little module. I wouldn't get too excited about the logarithmic scale and various stuff of the pink noise and the blue noise. Basically, they all just sound a little bit different, and the whole thinking behind it was that, you know, if you wanted to synthesize a snare drum or a hi-hat, or you wanted to use brown noise for a bit of modulation, that was kind of the thinking behind it. So you could go through and study the schematic and have a look at the values and stuff and figure out, you know, the exact filtering that you would need at each stage. You can do that, which would be quite cool. But that wasn't kind of the thinking behind the module. So let's plug this little bad boy in. I'll plug it into the white noise, and I think we've got a little oscilloscope there, and I think we've got some volume. I'm not monitoring this, so I'm just going to have to listen back. I think that's about right. So this is already trimmed, which is why you can see it. Now all I'm going to do is there's the trimmer on the back, and once I've got that in there, so I'm going to take it off now, and then I'm going to slowly turn it back, and you should be able to hear it kind of start to come in. I'm just watching it on the scope at the moment. Here it comes. Okay, and then it just comes in and then out again. So there's a really, really small little patch where it's in. And it actually starts to clip. You can almost see it clipping there. So you could just back off slightly. Like I said, this is just a noise source for, it's not going to be used as a reference for setting up speakers in a club or anything like that, so don't get too excited about it. It's just a noise source. So that's basically it. Now, what you can find, so the design of this is all about the analog. So there's a transistor, a reverse transistor, and when you reverse the transistor, it creates noise. And then we've just amplified it loads. So you know how on the on the 808, the guy said he can't manufacture them anymore because the tolerances that the components are made to these days are too tight, and therefore if you reverse a transistor, they don't actually make the noise. So if you find that you're trimming it and you don't get anything, you might need to replace the little transistor pair, because the one that you've got that's not working is manufactured too well, if that makes sense. I think it happens probably maybe 1 or 2 in 10, so 10-20%, maybe about 15% have that problem. So just get some hot air over the top, take it off with some tweezers, chuck a new one in. Should take you 5 seconds to do it. Hot air, not a tip, not a soldering iron. Just use hot air and some tweezers. That's the easiest way. You can get like hot air soldering irons for like 40 quid. So that's about it. So we've now trimmed the noise module. I'm just going to plug it into the blue noise so you can hear it slightly differently, and the pink noise, and the brune, which is really low frequency. I'm just going to switch the scope now over to FFT so you can see the frequency domain. Now that's on the brown noise, so you can see that right at the end. Can I point to it? Yeah. So right to the end here, you can see it up here. It's really low frequency. If I put it in the white, then we've got it kind of across the spectrum. The blue is kind of similar actually, and this goes back to what I was saying before about, it's not an audio source. I wouldn't use it as a reference for noise. and then the pink you can see kind of slopes off. So there we go. Have fun trimming your noise module and using it to synthesize hi-hats and other stuff, and adding a bit of rastiness to a touch-up of a voice. Adios amigos.